Yo, what's up, brother?
He's supporting all artists, actually, especially in the COVID-19 pandemic.
My name is Guy Stanley Philoche. I'm an artist living in New York City. My parents are from Haiti. We immigrated here. I came over when I was probably like 4 or 5, and I found my voice and my way in the world through art. So that's why I always tell people art saved my life. I remember telling my mom that I was going to go to art school, and they're like, listen, we love you. You know, we worked so hard so you never have to struggle, but we're not paying for you to go to art school. So I remember graduating from high school, when graduation ceremony was over, kissing my parents, and that's when I left home when I was 17. I put myself through school, bartending, and working weird little jobs, and moved to New York with a giant duffel bag, and just went try to pursue the dream.
And that's exactly what he did. For the past 15 years, he's been attracting international attention with his work. More recently, Philoche is on a mission to help struggling artists during the COVID-19 pandemic by purchasing nearly $70,000 worth of art across the country. And he's not stopping. But it all started with supporting his fellow Harlem neighbors.
I knocked on their doors and I was like, hey, I'm buying art, so pretend I'm a collector and sell me some shit.
Most artists aren't that friendly. A lot of artists kind of keep to themselves. I'm like that. But I'll say this about a lot of artists, they don't really promote each other. Guy does that.
It's one thing to have somebody that likes your work, who supports you, but then also wants to, live with one of your pieces.
Oh wow, this is really cool. And this is a piece that I bought.
During his rising success, and now having a seat at the table, Philoche reflects on what still needs to be done for artists of color.
What we need more is Black art dealers and more Black art critics, because the art critics right now, I have to say, are just a bunch of old white men and everything, which is fine, they're great, but sometimes they don't understand what they're seeing when they look at a painter who's like, a person of color, and understand what they've been through and how they're trying to express it, because they've never lived their type of life. As a Black man, especially living in Harlem is like, has flavor, Black people always have flavor. And it's so funny how the industry always takes our style, the way we dress, and put their corporate spin on it and package it really nice and sell it to the massive, right? If you're going to do that with our culture and our movement, let us have a place to show the work and justify it.
There's another piece here. I love this piece here. It is an amazing piece as well.
It'll be an honor if I actually purchase this piece.
Oh my God! This is amazing.
Can we get a red dot?
This is totally amazing.
And for those who aspire to pursue the same dream, here's some key advice following in his footsteps.
Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make a living with your art. Being an artist and you are very important right now. The world needs artists. Stop dreaming small, dream big. You are entitled to dream big and go for it. You have to ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? You are going to make a lot of sacrifices. I've sacrificed so much to get where I am. And after you did all those things, you dream big, you sacrifice, hire a good publicist, because it's all about PR. You could be the next, you could be hanging the next Mona Lisa. If no one's seen it or heard about you, it's pointless.
For NBC New York, I'm Linda Gaudino.